Now this outfit reminds me of a really sweet spacesuit. It's got protection all over it just in case an asteroid comes flying at you from Neptune's orbit and tries to body you like it did the dinosaurs. Let's face facts here though, okay? If an asteroid has got you in its sights, then you better kiss your muffins bye-bye, because those fuckers don't play for second place. Do you ever see any space movie ever? Even like a little rock can seriously fuck up your whole situation, let alone a fat extinction-sized bully rock. Now, the only way you're getting out of that situation is with Bruce Willis and a group of overly brave deep-sea drillers. Now, despite looking like something built to withstand the extreme conditions of outer space, this armor is actually made for on-planet travel and combat. The reason it's so extreme is because the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't know the meaning of light armor. They stack up like they're about to try on the Infinity Gauntlet, and it shows. This armor mod has all the bells and whistles you need to get the most out of surviving in a post-apocalyptic nightmare. It's got armor to protect you from the environment, it's got its very own oxygen setup so you won't have to breathe in those irradiated cooties, and it comes in race car red, so you'll look stylish compared to all the other cheese that occupies the Commonwealth. Now this mod brings the B35 Armor built by the Brotherhood of Steel for heavy firefights and dangerous terrain to the Commonwealth. Now you can buy your very own armor in Procter & shop on the Pridwin. However, it will still also be at the same location at a Vault 111 if you choose to fight the Brotherhood of Steel. And it's been added to some level lists as the Brotherhood of Steel soldiers will start wearing it as well. I rate this mod that face you make when you're trying to convince an officer you've only had one drink. I have no idea what you're talking about, Officer Constable. I quit drinking 8 years ago. Have you guys ever wanted a tactical suit so tight it looks like it's been painted on? I know a couple perverts in my share circle that'd really get wet panties for something like that. Those creepy psychos. But we're not supposed to judge others when they're being honest during share time, or so I'm told. Now, Newer Mind is at it again with yet another armor mod that's both insanely cool and questionably revealing. Would this armor mod squish my ball bag? Yes, it most definitely would. But would I allow them to be smushed so that I could sport this oh-so-scrumptious attire? That too is a yes from me. This Nano Suit comes both in male and female variants. Now the male variant is stylish and sexy, and I've decided not to show the female variant because it's borderline pornographic. And last time I seen it, I had to call a doctor because my boner wouldn't go away. This suit also has multiple color options so you can accessorize and glitter up its titties all perky-like, just the way you like it. This armor is immersive, sexy, and practical in the Fallout universe, making it an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. Now, if you want to just be covered all over with this armored mod, then you can craft it at the chemistry station. Once crafted, you'll be able to gallivant around the Commonwealth, getting gawked at for public indecency. It's truly spectacular. I rate this mod 2 birds that just came to a sinister agreement. So we'll kill him in his sleep, and this will be our nest now?
Sounds perfect.
Almost every situation is improved by the addition of bioluminescent light. Nobody wants to be bumping around in the dark fingering foreign objects. One thing you know, you'll be hand patting your way to a possible exit, and then you'll touch something wet and squishy. Next thing you know, you'll be pregnant with a squid baby named Gundocious. It's a tale as old as time. Now with this mod installed, you'll never have an excuse to not have a proper flashlight in those precariously dark situations. This mod puts tactical lights on all sorts of shit. Each super immersive, realistic, and tactical in design, making it that much more difficult for a jelly monster to pop up out of nowhere and precariously pull your butt cheeks apart. Tactical Flashlights adds wearable flashlight equipment to the Wasteland. Each piece occupies different armor slots, has different stats and bonuses, and even allows mods to be applied. Each light has been added to the armor vendors, or you can craft them at the chemistry station under utility. Furthermore, different bulbs and armor mods can be crafted in any armor workbench, which is enough to make anyone lather up their body in the shower during a confusing sexual episode. Now, each item has been distributed to various factions across the Wasteland. There are 8 unique models, 10 distance settings, craftable bulbs, dynamic shadows, volumetric light, and automatic level list integration. Boom, got it. This is a great mod that makes sneaking around in dark crevices a little less creepy and difficult, and is an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod that face you make when you're watching a scary movie and you want to look away, but you just can't. No, Skank! Don't go in the basement! Why is she going in the basement? He's definitely in the fucking basement! This mod adds a full set of power armor heavily inspired by BioShock's Rosy Big Daddy, and it looks absolutely amazing in the game. Now the torso and helmet are one piece, but they offer increased protection to account for this, and the ability to add both body and helmet modifications. There are also 3 different variants to choose from: the classic Rosy look, the elite Rosy look with optional head ornamentation, and the deco look inspired by how the little sisters perceive the world. This mod also includes 3 new settlement objects and a brand spanking new loading screen. So now, you can wait for your game to load with an erection. Yeah. And if that wasn't enough for you to fondle your fun bags, well then hold on to your butt cheeks, because the psychotic little sisters are also added as a female armor attire that looks evil as shit. All these new armors can be acquired by going on a little quest to the Rapture at the top of the map. I must say the mod author did an incredible job making you feel like you were back in BioShock, even if it's only for a brief moment. While down in the Rapture, you'll have to fight some big daddies and a little sister just to come back alive. The setting is all too familiar and succeeds in giving off a mysterious yet terrifying location. The quests, armor, and power armor are all top tier and make this mod an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod the face you make when your fortune cookie says, "Don't eat the cookie." Sometimes, some things don't especially cry out or express their evil inner nastiness, as it's all covered up with Care Bear themed stickers and hugs for no reason. However, you take one look at any one of the masks included in this mod, and you're sure to have yourself a fear-induced fart attack, okay? Because these things are pure evil. I mean, look at them! All these masks and headgear added by this mod look super ominous and malevolent. I mean, they look like something you might choose to wear as you're trying to break into Ethan Hawke's house during the Purge. Yeah. Put it this way, if you got invited to a get-together with a bunch of strangers and the leader of those weirdos came out wearing one of these masks and you, for whatever reason, were still a virgin, you should get the fuck out of there, man! Run! This mod adds 24 new Raider tribal-themed helmets and headwear, 3 sets of angel wings, and 1 body accessory of Fallout 4. All of the items are craftable at the Armorsmith workbench under Raider, but will require Armor and Keywords community resources to work properly. Despite the fact that each and every one of these masks gives me nightmares, they all look absolutely amazing in the game. They are all completely original with their very own custom design, meshes, and textures. These masks are an awesome addition to the game and sure to make your character really stand out in a crowd. I would highly recommend these masks to anyone's playthrough of the game, especially if you want to evil up your game a bit. I rate this mod that summer job you're pretty sure is the reason you're still a virgin.
Hey, you girls want to hang out and peel my banana?
Now, when people think evil in Fallout, one group always tiptoes to the front of their cerebellum, and that group is the Enclave. Let's face it, these guys are punching old lady evil, you know? They're rich elitists with advanced technology and an animosity for anything different. Now, I'd say that trying to murder anything with a heartbeat that doesn't fit a cookie-cutter definition of perfect or normal takes the cake on the malevolent bake-off. Yeah, I mean, the Enclave are so evil, I bet they get Christmas cards every year from fucking Leatherface and shit. But if you can ignore their overwhelming moral flaws, then they're actually really snazzy dressers. From their clothing to their armor, all of it, really high-tech and really cool looking. Now this mod adds a new suit of Enclave Armor to the game in the classic Fallout 3 style. It has 2 parts, the body and the helmet, both of which will make you feel special when you put them on. However, this armor is not power armor, it's just heavy armor, which makes it even more awesome. Now, if you want to bump uglies with this armor mod, then you'll have to travel to the Sanctuary basement. In there, you'll be able to find your very own unisex Enclave Armor mod. That's right, it's available for both boys and girls, or any other pronoun that makes you feel comfortable. Now, this mod author did an excellent job recreating a full suit of Enclave Armor for Fallout 4. It has all its own custom meshes and textures. It's immersive, and it fits in perfectly to Fallout 4's overall aesthetic. It's also got a fan in the back, and if I had to guess, that thing's designed to push farts out of the suit so you don't suffocate after a taco night. It's absolutely genius. There is also a Tesla version with a bunch of blue light bulbs protruding from the armor, which is more than a little awesome. I feel like almost anything can be improved by a bunch of electrically unstable light bulbs, and in this case, I would be 100% correct, as this thing's amazing. This is an excellent addition to Fallout 4, and sure to improve anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod 1 dog, asserting his alpha male status on this soy boy beta cock.
Mush, bitch! Mush!
Batman always looks so serious, doesn't he? I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. I'm just saying he might not be the best guy to take to a Kevin Hart concert is all. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of pent-up aggression behind those eyes. Let me guess, little Billy Bedlam invited everyone to the YMCA for his 6th grade birthday party except you, Bruce? And Alfred had to spray you with the garden hose while you flopped around in a kiddie pool so you didn't feel left out? Yeah, I've been there. Now this mod adds a giant bat merged with a man that's part man but mostly bat. Like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, but with a bat instead of a fly. Wow, that sounds incredibly disgusting and also very disturbing. Oh, sorry, wait, my mistake. This adds multiple outfits that just make you look like Ben Affleck's Batman in Fallout. I'm not sure how I mixed the two of those up, to be honest. But I think we can all admit being a disgusting man-bat beast would be a nightmare Batman, right? Now these outfits all look great, and they're sure to help you forget about the Justice League movie, if only for a moment. There's a ton of different outfits and types of masks to choose from, so you can change up your bat look and style, and if you're lucky, you may even find one that would make Christian Bale yell at you until you cry uncontrollably backstage. It may also make Christopher Nolan want to pull his butt cheeks apart for unrelated reasons. There's also his undercover getup, where he wears a coat over his bat outfit, which doesn't seem very deceptive. Honestly, if I saw a guy wearing a Batman mask, that would just about give away the whole outfit for me. It's kind of like if you tried to rob a bank with a pair of earmuffs to conceal your identity. It's unlikely anyone would have trouble identifying you in a lineup. That's all I'm saying. But then again, maybe it wasn't meant as a disguise. Maybe he was just cold in the desert and he didn't want to wear a Christmas sweater because it would make him look less cool. Admittedly, the duster is very cool. I'm just not sure I understand it. Now, all of these delightfully practical outfits are craftable at the chem station under Bat Tech. I rate this mod one photo of what happens when arts and crafts goes horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Now, I used to wear a helmet for years, then I realized maybe that was the reason people were laughing at me on the bus. See, wearing a helmet is all about circumstance. You wear a helmet on a motorcycle and people think you're a cool person. You wear a helmet at a grocery store though, and everyone thinks you're brain damaged. See, helmets are super important in dangerous circumstances because they protect your squishy brain and face bits. So you can imagine, this mod is super important because this mod adds a new helmet to the game with 11 swappable parts and 139 skin options. It also includes a patch with 57 skins, night vision thermal, audio headset, counterweight, Hellstar light with 10 colors and 3 modes, flashlight that works, helmet covers with 20 skins, hair liner, goggles with 7 lenses, buff with 22 skins, and balaclavas with 20 skins. This helmet has just got it all, including the necessary protection you're gonna need. So if you want to start protecting that cranium of yours, then do it with this delicious addition to the game, which can be crafted at the chemistry station under OctiFast Helmet. This is just the helmet you need to give you that added protection in the Commonwealth. And I enjoy protection. I mean, the last thing you want is to be balls deep in a sexy orangutan and realize you forgot to wear a condom. Am I right, guys, or am I right? Relax, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I never wear a condom when I sexy orangutans. The fast helmet looks incredible in Fallout 4. And let's face it, looks are important. The fast helmet is better than other helmets because they look cool at parties. You know why nobody wants to wear a bicycle helmet? It's not because people enjoy skull fractures. No. It's because they look like bicycle helmets, all ridiculous looking and shit. I mean, it's hard to have a serious conversation with a guy wearing a bicycle helmet. That's all I'm saying. So why not bounce around the Commonwealth and have that added protection, but do it in style with a fast helmet? I rate this mod one photo of Gerard Butler, scared shitless.
This is Spa!
This mod adds a redux of the Galactic Armor with new models and new textures, based more on current real-world military kits rather than the Fallout lore. This mod includes gloves, backpacks, military vests, uniforms, patches, helmets, and much, much more. Honestly, there's just so much here, it's hard to list everything. So I guess the only way to see everything is to get out there and catch them all, like they're a bunch of Pokemons. Except, way less depraved than actually collecting Pokemons. I mean, Pokemon seems cruel, doesn't it? They just go around kidnapping wild animals and then force them to fight each other? What if they did that with homeless people? You think kids would still watch that cartoon? Cardboard Houseosaurus! I choose you! Smells like piss a little! I choose you! Then they just beat the out of each other over a bowl of soup. That would be messed up. It's sad if it's human, but it's okay if it's a magical, mythological creature. I don't get it. Tactical military equipment is super important. It protects you when you can't protect yourself. And for someone like me, who's taken a few self-defense seminars, that's really important. See, self-defense training is great and all, but when you're being attacked in real life, it's hard to remember everything when you're crying uncontrollably. All the equipment that's added with this mod looks absolutely fantastic in Fallout 4 and makes an excellent addition to the game. I rate this mod one guy who's really into bananas. Hey, buddy, you mind? You're really freaking out my kids. This mod adds a new outfit with custom camouflages and gloves to Fallout 4. The outfit can be crafted at the chemistry station under PMC. It includes a fast helmet, PMC outfit, PMC gloves, and a PMC standalone vest, all of which can be customized. Clothing is important. Not only is it pragmatic in certain circumstances, it can also set the vibe. So much so that people will actually get upset if you wear the wrong outfit in certain circumstances. Like when I wear a thong to work. Apparently, that's inappropriate when you teach kindergarten. Who'da thunk it? Apparently the lawyers. Live and learn, that's all I'm saying. But these military duds look absolutely amazing in Fallout 4. I mean, let's just face it, private things are always better than public things. The word private almost always means better. Think about it. Private beaches, private planes, private bathrooms, all better than their public counterpart. Nobody ever comes out of a public bathroom saying, that was the best I ever had. No. They come out traumatized saying stuff like, I think I might have AIDS! Point is, private military company adds some wicked duds to the game that are bound to make you look and feel more prepared in the post-apocalypse. They just make an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one dog that got a new hairdo, but's pretty sure everyone hates it. Be honest. What do you think? You hate it, don't you? Yeah, you hate it, I know. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. Let's face it, seeing in the dark is actually really hard to do. I should know that's when I get some of my best stalking done, because I can't see it very good. Yeah. Now, not being able to see things is a serious disadvantage, which is why whenever I see a blind person walking down the street all willy-nilly, I always throw a basketball really hard at their face. Heads up, buddy! Just to make sure they're not faking it, because that would be awful and unacceptable social behavior. The normal night vision in the vanilla game is definitely lacking in terms of realism and aesthetic appeal. This mod doesn't only add a great new immersive way to use night vision in the game, it also adds a new style to it as well. When you turn on the goggles, the screen will go blank at first, and it will make the most immersive night vision sound my delicate ears have ever heard. Then once in night vision mode, the world will look like a green-hued orgasm come to life, giving you the visibility you need to be practical, but does it in such a way that the game still looks amazing. This mod adds new tactical goggles and eyepieces featuring new meshes and textures which are fully modular, craftable, and upgradable at the Armor workbench, with 3 primary vision effects, 2 secondary enhancements, and 8 color variations. The base goggles give +1 to perception and a combination of modifications that can be added to customize them to your particular playstyle or appearance. Now these goggles operate like real night vision, temporarily blinding you when you shut them off, and if you find yourself in front of a bright light with these babies on, it's unlikely you'll be able to see anything at all. These tactical goggles are so well done that they've actually helped me get over my fear of the dark. Now I know what a lot of you are thinking, aren't you a bit old to be afraid of the dark? Well, put it this way, I'll stop being afraid of the dark when my cat stops leaving me death threats in the steam on my bathroom mirror after I have a shower. Yeah. I woke up the other day, and he was standing over me, holding a pillow. He acted all cool and but we both know what he was thinking. Now, there are 2 other visual variations of these goggles other than the night vision that work great and really give these goggles a lot in terms of variety. These tactical eyepieces look incredible and are extremely well done in every aspect. It's not only way more interesting to play during nighttime in the game now, it's actually a lot more fun. Now, in order to craft this tactical eyewear, you'll first need to acquire the blueprints for them. Now, these blueprints are located at the MedTech Research Building in the main lobby under a desk. Once you have acquired the blueprints, you'll be able to craft these goggles at the chem station under utility. I rate this mod one job interview that isn't going very well. Is it the tie, or is it because I farted when we first met? Now, I can remember back in the day when I thought that I was a superhero. I would get all dressed up in my tights and just go out late at night and throw jelly beans at suspicious-looking people. Yeah, take that!
Hey, buddy, what the hell?
Justice has been served! Now, the local paper had a name for me. They called me that lunatic with a handful of jelly beans. I mean, it didn't have the same ring to it as Iron Man or War Machine, but it was still my call sign. Now, I also asked the commissioner to make a fog light that just had the letters LWAHOJB on it, which is lunatic with a handful of jelly beans. He could just shine that up in the sky like the bat signal, and boom, I'd be there with a jar full of jelly beans. But I couldn't have a serious conversation with him because he just started freaking out, asking me how I ended up behind his shower curtains. So I just threw a bunch of jelly beans at him and left. Ah, jelly beans! Now, is there anything more exciting and fun than being a superhero? The answer is no. No, there is not. However, there is a close second, and that's being a sidekick who's got all the goodies as the main guy. And War Machine is that very sidekick. Now, he works with Tony Stark to rid the Marvel Universe of injustice. This mod adds War Machine to the world of Fallout with a design that is very well done. This is a power armor mod, and unlike any other superhero mod that I've seen before, this mod actually feels like a suit of armor. The animations of the power armor combined with the armor itself just make this armor fit into the world of Fallout so well. This mod adds a sense of realism to a fictitious character, which is all the more impressive. Now, War Machine may not be the most immersive, seeing as how he is from the Marvel Universe, but I'll tell you, this armor is more fun than a hungry gerbil and a butt full of peanut butter. Now, if you want to acquire this epic armor, you can find it at the Adamatoys factory on the roof in a cage. Now, you're gonna have to kill some super mutants to get to it, but it's worth it. Also, note that the gun over the right shoulder doesn't work at the moment, but hopefully the mod author makes that baby work in the future, as that would be fun as shit. This mod comes in 4 different colors, which are black, chrome, patriot colors, and the Iron Man colors. All the colors look great and really give each variant a new feel in the game. Now, this armor, it just looks and functions great in the game, but it's not all aesthetics. No. It's fully customizable at the Power Armor station, and it even has upgrades. And some of those upgrades let you put jetpacks in the f***ing suit, which is super cool. I mean, this armor is a lot of fun, and it makes you feel like an actual superhero when you're exploring the Commonwealth. It also fits into the game really nice because it's been implemented as a type of power armor, meaning you can go through your playthrough with this mod installed and still feel immersed in the world. It doesn't break the fourth wall, even though it should, and that's because the mod author did such a great job integrating this armor into the power armor design. I rate this mod 1 chicken smoking a cigarette.
Why am I smoking this? Because I want to. Pagah!
This mod adds an amazing armor to the game that is both masterfully crafted and functionally delightful. This mod also adds a Black Widow Pip-Boy to the game and an optional retexture file for the Widow Shotgun, which goes great with this armor. Now, the Widow Shotgun and this armor are not made by the same person, but boy, do they look good together. There is also a great backstory on this armor as well, about a lady who lost her husband and then went bat crazy and started killing people. Now, if you're looking to acquire this armor, you can find it at the Wildwood Cemetery by one of the gravestones. You'll see a skeleton lady just chilling with a crate filled with goodies. The textures and meshes for this armor look incredible, combining a long Grim Reaper style coat, a faceless mask, and a steel armor underneath, to give your character that look of someone who brings death everywhere they go. Now, this armor does work with both body types, but does look like it was designed specifically for female characters. And although this suit was designed for women, it's just so nice that I'd have no problem tucking my dick and balls between my ass cheeks just to make it fit. Speaking of the Grim Reaper, this suit looks so badass, I feel like the Black Widow would be the person they send to actually kill the Grim Reaper. Time's up, Mr. Reaper. You better get your shit together. No, don't do this. I'm too young and beautiful. I know. Take Doreen. She smells like stale Doritos and she's got 2 lazy eyes. Now, this armor isn't just for show. No. It has functional properties as well, including the ability to change between worlds. You can go from the normal world to the underworld in this armor, which gives you the ability to detect the souls of your enemies. All you have to do is visit an ordinary armor workbench to enable this feature. Now, there is different first and third person views of the world. So when you're in first person, you can go into the underworld view, and when you're in third person, you can back out into the normal world. Now, the transition happens with a transitional sound. This armor is also fully customizable at the workbench, so you can upgrade it so hard, it will make your fingers sticky. The code itself has functional physics in the game. Now, they may not be perfect, but I think the mod author did an excellent job making them work in the game. This mod really is one of a kind and a truly excellent addition to Fallout 4. I would recommend this mod to anyone's playthrough of the game, especially if you enjoy looking like a f***ing badass. I rate this mod the one expression everyone makes when someone is about to steal their machine at the gym.
No! I've got one set left.
This mod adds a pretty sick looking power armor to the game. This armor almost looks organic, especially in its facial features, as if it could come to life in some way. There are also several different variations to this armor that change the color, so you can really mold it to your particular playstyle. If you're the type of player that likes to blend into the shadows, then there's a black or tactical version just for that. And if you're the type of psycho who likes to dress up like a giant cotton candy and run around the Commonwealth like a murdering concoction of sugar and pink food color paste, well, there's even a version for that. It's a pink one. Because to me, that one looks the most like a giant cotton candy. I want to lick it and eat it and cover my tongue with it. Now, the armor itself is very well done with a unique design and some excellent craftsmanship. I really like the asymmetry in the shoulder armor and the chain at the bottom of the left shoulder. It just looks downright deadly. The eyes also light up when you use the headlamp on the power armor, which looks cool as f***. Now, each lights up a different color depending on the color of the armor itself, which is a nice little added benefit. It's really all about the little things, isn't it? Now, I can say with confidence that this armor is definitely more dangerous than a rusty old fence. Yeah, I just got, stuck in the fence. I was trying to sneak up on you, and ran right into it. Probably could have avoided it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I scraped my knee, too. Hurts pretty bad. It's like one of them deep cuts, you know? Now, if you want this armor, it is located at the Boston airport, so all you have to do is travel over there and commandeer it. And commandeering things is a lot of fun. I like to commandeer things in real life. Like the other day, I commandeered the sandbox at the playground, and all the kids were really pissed. They couldn't do anything, because I'm huge compared to them. Eventually, the police showed up, and they commandeered it back like a bunch of party poopers. Long story short, I'm not allowed anywhere near the playground anymore. I rate this mod one haircut that makes all the other barnyard animals jealous. Look at that fly-as looking bird over there. We'll never look like that. Jesus, what's that, a $800 haircut? Now, when I saw this mod author was behind this mod, I just about came all over myself, as this mod author is known for making some extraordinary armor mods, such as the B90, the Scavenger NCR armor, and the Rebel outfit. All of these outfits would have easily made anyone's top 10 armor mod lists, including our own. However, the mod author had pulled them down off the Nexus due to what I could only assume was them being ported without permission, which made a lot of people sad. However, the mod author has included all 3 of the previous armor mods in this mod for everyone to enjoy again. Now, this mod not only adds the old armor mods, but also adds some new ones as well, that may very well be the best looking armor mods I've ever seen in Fallout, ever. Now, the 2 new armors that are added are the Mercenary and Wastelander, which both have multiple variants, including multiple accessories, styles, multiple colors, and quite possibly the coolest mask ever invented. All 3 of the old armors can be crafted either at the Armorsmith workbench or the chem station, depending on the armor. The new armors have been added to the gunner's leveled list as well as the vendor leveled list, so you can find them throughout the Commonwealth in very immersive ways. Also, all the armor pieces can be upgraded through the armor workbench. The new armors as well as the old armors all look incredible and have amazing textures and meshes that make them very realistic looking in the game. Now, this is by far the most psychotic mod on this week's list, because you'd have to be a complete psycho to know this mod exists and not download it to have it in your Fallout game. This is just an absolute must-have addition by Lord of War. I rate this mod one guy who took his mullet way too far and made a skullet, which is homely in the front and scuzzy as in the back. Now, I've seen all the movies, and I'm still super confused. What is his superpower? I mean, but who really needs superpowers when you can play Cosmic Catch with Kurt Russell, right, Chris? Well, I guess he's really good at holding stones and not dying. I saw a kid look in windows the other day, picked up a stone, and didn't explode. I'm just saying, in a few years, that could be your arch nemesis right there. This mod simply adds a Starlord outfit and a Starlord helmet to the game. If you want it, all you'll have to do is mosey on over to the nearest chemistry station and make one for yourself. The outfit does look really great with meshes and textures that are immersive, but also do a good job of depicting Starlord in the game. The mask especially looks inviting. There's just something about a good mask that gets me all worked up. Like, what's under that mask? I bet it's got all sorts of secrets. Maybe you're cross-eyed, or maybe you have perfect pink bubble lips like Angelina Jolie. Do you kiss strange children in the park with those lips? Well, you really shouldn't, because that's weird. Actually, Shh, shut your mouth. Nobody cares. Let's just all live in the mystery, okay? Now, I wonder if that raccoon and talking tree will come save him when he's in danger. Nope, guess not. Still a cool armor mod, though. I rate this mod 1 smile. I just don't trust. Mark my words. That's a future villain right there. Now, who doesn't like evil-looking power armors, right? They're dark, they're scary, they're sure to let people know you might just pillage on their whole situation. Evil-looking armor mods set the tone when you enter a room. They say, hey, look at me. I probably shouldn't be trusted. Point is, this armor mod is sure to excite most people's inner deviant. It's ominous-looking, immersive, and it's got all its own custom meshes and textures that just look fantastic in the game. This mod adds the intimidating Hellfire power armor from Fallout 3's Broken Steel DLC. It's got its fair share of customization options that'll just perk up your nipples in ways that were never supposed to happen on the human body. Now, if you want to acquire this armor, you'll have to go to the Glowing Sea. There you'll find a secret hatch that's close to one of the crash sites. In there, there's a tiny little quest where you'll have to locate the power armor in this hidden bunker. Once you find it, you'll be so satisfied, you might even call your mother just to tell her about it. I know I did. This power armor looks so good, I was fixing to build up the courage to ask it to the senior prom. But it likely turned me down on the account that I wear a bicycle helmet to school when I'm not riding a bike or attending school, because I think it makes me look neat. Long story short, this power armor mod is evil epic and out of my league. This is definitely an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod 1 pussycat that can read minds. Now, this mod adds one of the most post-apocalyptic outfits I've ever seen to Fallout 4. Compatible for both male and female characters, as well as it has its own custom meshes and textures that really bring it to life in the game. This armor mod is incredibly immersive and well done. I mean, the gas masks look real but unique, and it's hooked up to an air tank on the back of the armor to give the impression the suit has its own supply of oxygen. And we all know from documentaries on the Learning Channel that oxygen is a good thing. Yes, it is. Yeah, we've learned that. I mean, it's right up there with Lego pirate ships and anal sex. But be careful, because I once knew a girl that got pregnant from anal sex. The kid turned out to be a real shithead, though. Seriously, his head was made out of shit. It was weird as hell. Now, the armor itself looks custom-made, fitted from different parts in the Commonwealth, with some Raider-like artwork on the shoulder plate. Now, this armor just screams post-apocalypse, which is actually way cooler than that kid who just screams help at the bottom of that well. Okay, we get it. It's dark, you're scared. Now shut the f up and fill up my bucket with water already. Jesus. The armor itself is made up of 2 parts, the helmet and the armor. Now, if you want to acquire this amazing armor mod, then you'll be able to craft it at the chemistry station under utility. Oh yeah, it's that simple. It's so simple, a nutless sperm could figure it out, alright? I don't even know what that means. I'm confused by what I even write sometimes. Was I drunk when I wrote this? This is just one of those mods that fits into the world of Fallout so well, it would be an utter shame not to have it in your playthrough of the game. I rate this mod 1 photo of the sexiest monkey I've ever seen. Ah, she's a beauty, isn't she? If only that fence hole was just a little bit bigger, I would f***ing stick my dick in that hole. Now, this mod adds 10 new outfits to the game that have a prosthetic left robot leg. Eleonora is a master modder and brings her A-game every time she adds a new addition, and this mod is no different. This mod adds outfits that are not only extremely immersive to the Commonwealth, but a completely unique look at prosthetics in the post-apocalypse. Let's face it, if you were traveling the unforgiving world fighting Deathclaws and all sorts of other baddies, it's possible your character might not come back with all their fingers and toes. Deathclaws aren't really known for their name-calling tomfoolery, are they? No, they're not. they're known for their pent-up aggression and violent outbursts of terror. However, if they were known for name-calling, that would be awful as well, because let's face it, words can hurt people, okay? Sometimes people will say mean shit to me and it hurts, okay? They'll say stuff like, "You're a dumbass," and "Your parents never loved you." To which I usually respond with, "Mom, get the f*** out of my room!" And that normally sorts it. Now, before this mod, we really didn't have anything in terms of prosthetics in Fallout 4. However, this mod doesn't just add prosthetics to the game, but it does so in a way that makes your character look more futuristic and almost part robot. This RoboLeg looks like it could really kick some assholes. Oh yeah. Each and every one of the outfits has a fastidious amount of detail put into it to really capture the post-apocalyptic feel of Fallout. All of the clothing can be modded with lining and ballistic weave to make it a little bit beefier in combat. And if you want to acquire any one of these super immersive, awesome looking armors, then you can do so by crafting them at the chemistry station under the RoboLeg category. Some of these armors may require the mod Armor Compendium to work properly, but it's all good because that mod also adds some great armors to the game. Now, this is one of those mods that just expands on the Fallout world and helps it feel and look more realistic. This is definitely a must-have armor mod in anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod 1 couch trying to eat a cat.
Oh, you're delicious, kitty cat. I'm gonna suck you in and eat you. Now,
this mod adds 4 professionally made masks and helmets to the Commonwealth, and boy do they look incredible in the game. The steampunk style designs fit the world space so well and completely give your character a unique look like no other. Now, this is definitely the type of mod that I would show off to my roommate Gary if we were still on speaking terms. I mean, you think you know a guy, and then one day you catch him trying to signal for help with a flashlight, and you instantly regret letting him out of his f***ing cage to eat a 4-day-old toaster strudel. I mean, what an ungrateful son of a bitch. Anyways, now these masks and helmets look and feel immersive as well. So when you're traveling the Commonwealth wearing one of these bad boys, it feels as if these are something you could have actually found in the world space. All of the masks and helmets have their own custom meshes and textures, and it shows as they basically jump out of the screen because they look so realistic. Now, all of these helmets do work with both genders as well, so regardless of whether your character has a front bum or a beanbag, you'll still be able to sport this awesome headgear no matter where you go in the Commonwealth. Now, if you want to acquire this amazing headgear, then you'll have to travel to the Crater of Adam located in the Glowing Sea. There you'll find an expert lock safe, which once opened, will give you all of these delightful treats. I rate this mod 1 horse who can't mind his own f***ing business.
what you got there, buddy?
Now, this mod adds a whole new Courser outfit to the world of Fallout 4. I mean, this mod looks bum-tickalicious if I do say so myself. It really takes Coursers to a whole new level of badass in the game, aesthetically speaking. The Strigoidae Suit is made up of 4 unique parts: the suit itself, the arm guards, the visor, and the overcoat. And it looks super sturdy. I mean, if I had a suit like this in real life, I wouldn't be afraid of anything. So the next time I start antagonizing the gorillas at the zoo, I won't get caught off guard when the scary one surprisingly charges the glass. And I definitely won't shit myself in front of a group of 8-year-olds again. God, kids can be so mean, can't they?
It was an accident, Billy.
By default, this mod does not edit any level lists. However, it comes with a settings holotape, which can be used to run a script to inject it into the default lists of the leveled coursers. If you already have a balanced mod that affects coursers, or if you just don't want anyone else to have this sweet Strigoidae suit,
What the f*** are you looking at, Mama Murphy? It's mine! It's all mine! It's mine! It's mine! Not yours.
well then you can just throw away the holotape, and the only way to acquire it will be crafting it yourself. However, once activated through the holotape menu, new spawn leveled coursers will have a 50% chance to be Strigoidae coursers. Strigoidae coursers have the same leveled stats as their vanilla courser counterparts, however they are more resilient due to better armor. Makes sense, right? Now, if you want to acquire this armor, you can craft a suit of your very own at the chemistry station under its own category. The armor itself has a ton of customization options that really change its look and feel in the game, so you'll be able to mold it to your particular playstyle. This is an absolutely incredible mod that only serves to improve the game aesthetically by installing it, so it's definitely a must-have addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 cat who didn't pay his bookie on time.
Come on, man. Be cool. Be cool. Let's just talk about this, okay?
This mod adds the type of mask that would make all the kids at the local orphanage down the street from me poop in their panties if I jumped out of a closet wearing one of these bad boys at 3 a.m.
Hypothetically speaking, that is, because I would never do something like that.
Mr. Baters, when you jumped out of that closet, I was so scared I pooed in my little orphan jeans.
Shut up, Billy! Shut up! Now, I don't know how many of you guys and girls have played Army of Two, but really the best thing that game's got going for it are the sweet face cover and mask your co-op duo sports around when they're killing aliens or ninjas or whatever. I'm not really sure what they fight in that game. I only played the game for like 30 seconds, got one glimpse of the masks, and then came all over myself in the family room. And now my family can't look me in the eyes during dinner. Anyways, this mod adds the ballistic style mask from Army of Two to the world of Fallout. This mod really is a hidden gem as the quality and variety of these masks are super good. Like chocolate covered titties good. This mod author took a previous mod from Fallout 3 and improved it, with improved meshes and textures as well as a flipped up version so you can play peekaboo with your settlers. Peekaboo, mother. This mod works with both male and female characters, but will make your character bald when you wear it unless you download the optional extra file to keep your hair on. So if you play as a female character, be prepared to be lonely as f***. Now if you're the type of person that doesn't like any clipping, then you should opt for the bald version, as the hair and can kind of clip through the mask sometimes and sometimes the hoods. But if you're the type of person who wants to wear helmets and hoods and still have their hair while they do it, then you should opt for the additional download. Now if you want to locate these masks, you can find them in the Sanctuary root cellar in a crate. So you'll be able to access these awesome identity concealers early on and for free, which is goody goody gumdrops good. I rate this mod that face you make when you realize you have something delicious on your nose. Oh wow, a leftover breadcrumb. Delicious. Masks always make things more intimidating, don't they? Just think about it. Sharks are super scary, but imagine a shark wearing a hockey mask. I mean, you know that shark's bad news. That's not the kind of shark that just moseys around coral reefs. No, that's the type of shark that pops your inflatable flotation device, then Michael Phelps its way in your general direction, as you splash around like a lunatic, crying and shitting as you frantically try to escape. Yelling stuff like, oh my god, why is this happening? You know, that kind of stuff. Anywho, this mod adds a ballistic mask with a bunch of retextures to Fallout 4. Now, if you want one of your very own, then it can be crafted at the chem station under Heroic Pie and modified at the Armor Workbench. Let's face it, people, there's a lot of reasons to cover your face in the post-apocalypse. Maybe you want to conceal your identity, or maybe you just want a little added protection on some super soft face tissue. Or maybe your character's ugly, and you don't want people freaking out when you emerge from a musky doorway. Either way, masks are a good idea. And these masks look absolutely fantastic, and they make an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one really confused sea creature.
Hey! Have you guys seen a big blue body of water around here? No? Okay.
Now, I once had a friend that was a ninja, and he was actually so good at being invisible that one time he snuck right up behind me and he pressed his penis right against my face. I didn't even know what happened until 3 days later. You know what's really weird? Is I don't have any friends. So whose penis touched me in the face? Now, for those of you who've never read a book on ninjutsu, you might not know the secrets to invisibility. So let me help you out. The key to being invisible is to not be seen by other people. Now, your 3 best tools for achieving this are your bushes, closets, and other places that people might not see you in. Got it? Good. This mod brings back a fan-favorite suit from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, but does so in a very new and original way. The stealth suit in Fallout has been known for having some functionality perks associated with it, most notably the ability to be less detectable when crouched. Now, this suit does do more than just make you stealthy. It also makes you more Chinese, which is great if you ever want to visit Hong Kong and put some dumplings in your mouth. This suit has a ton of different customization options that really make it unique and fun to use in Fallout. You can even upgrade this suit to make you faster and jump higher while wearing it. Now, there are also some eyewear modifications for this mod as well. There are also some combat perks like increased stealth during crouching, a cool explosive landing, and my personal favorite, a type of electromagnetic field which seemingly teleports you through your enemies, killing them all along the way. Now, these functions not only make the suit a lot more immersive in the game, but really make this suit a ton of fun to use. Now, this new version of the Chinese stealth suit has a variety of aesthetic customization options as well. Ones that change the color of the suit, while others that completely change the design. giving it a more armored or stealthy looking appearance. All of the variants look incredible and make this armor come to life in the game. Now, if you want to acquire this armor, you can find it in the Chinese submarine just off the coast. Now, for those of you who haven't located the Chinese submarine just yet, spoiler alert, it's right here. Once you go inside, go down to the second floor and you'll find this bad boy in a control room on top of a bunch of monitors. Now, the mod author has stated that this mod is currently in its alpha stage and that he will continue to work on it in the future, eventually adding a quest to it to solidify its immersion in the game. This mod is very well done and by far one of the best armor mods in the game. I rate this mod one neighbor who's always angry and maybe a little psycho. Yeah, your toddler, he stepped in my garden. If it happens again, I'm gonna UFC style fight him in the backyard. Here we have my boy Slade Wilson, which I am in no way a copy of. I mean, is there any real evidence that Marvel copied even one of DC's characters in any way, shape, or form? Okay, well that definitely looks suspicious. Are we similar? Sure. Are we identical? Maybe. But my name is Wade Wilson with a W, and his name is Slade Wilson with an SL. Which is totally different, okay? This mod adds DC's original concept, Deathstroke, to the world of Fallout. In all fairness, this outfit looks incredible. I mean, the meshes and textures really sell this outfit. I mean, I'm sold, I love it. With a couple of tweaks here and there, it could really look a lot like, actually, never mind. Deathstroke, that's a unique name. What is that, Dutch? Sounds a little bit ominous, if you ask me. Sounds like he was up late at night in the naked side of the internet and he got a little too excited and ended up stroking himself to death. I don't even know how that would be possible, but it does sound like a delightful way to punch out. But I guess in a lot of ways, my name sounds like a swimming pool filled with dead bodies, which might bring your property value down a bit, I would imagine.
Here we have the kitchen. Over here we have this luscious dining room. And outside we have a swimming pool filled with dead bodies. Now, should we go back into the kitchen and talk numbers here or what?
Okay, kids, just slowly back up and walk towards the car. Don't make eye contact with the man. Just keep moving towards the car.
Now, if you want to wear this outfit, then you can craft it at the chemistry station. The armor pieces are all customizable, so you can change up the colors. I prefer red, because I really think it shows off your butt cheeks. And if there's one thing I know, it's that women love a guy with bright red butt cheeks. Or maybe that's baboons. Either way, it still looks really sexy, I think. I rate this mod that face you make when a crazy person almost touches you as you walk by them. No thanks. Thanks again for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to bitch slap that subscribe button like it's 3 weeks behind on your rent. Bitch! Where's the money, bitch? Where's the money? Where is it? Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon, too, because apparently YouTube thought there should be extra steps. Why not, right?
I'd like to subscribe, but first I have to click this and do this. Oh, it needs an email. All right, and this. Okay. Just tell me when he's uploading.
Once you do all that, if you're lucky, at the stroke of midnight, a tiny little Averagebaters fairy might come and tickle your butthole. I hope to see you all again next time, and remember to keep on average baiting, baby.